Trauma is a very fascinating thing because we all experience it in some capacity in our lives because it shows up in different ways and different forms. If you're dealing with childhood trauma, that is a really, really deep wound that's going to take a lot of internal work, a lot of self-evaluation, and maybe the trauma is more recent as an adult with a narcissist, or even worse, the combination of a child with a narcissist parent. I've dedicated a large chunk of my life, maybe the last 20 years, really trying to understand and overcome my own demons to the point where I became a speaker, and I've written 6 books, 5 of which are directly related to how to navigate and overcome
Life's challenges, including trauma.
One of the most powerful tools that I have found to help me navigate my childhood scars is the power of our imagination. The book that I wrote is called Imagination Will Take You Everywhere. It's based on an Albert Einstein quote, and his quote is, "Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere." And as a child, I would leverage imagination as a healthy escape from the torment that I was experiencing with my alcoholic mother and sexually abusive and narcissist/sociopath father. And over the years as an adult, I've also experienced negative relationships both in my personal life and in the workplace. And each time I go back to the power of my imagination because it allows me and enables me to envision hope and be able to understand that there is a better tomorrow waiting on the horizon if I choose to make that happen. The thing with the imagination that we have to be very careful is that it can be both a very positive tool, but it can also be a very dark, detrimental element which can magnify our mental and our emotional state, because we can potentially imagine worst case scenarios which can be crippling and paralyzing. This book is all about the optimistic, the positive part of our imagination, where it enables us to develop resilience by understanding that we can overcome the problem, because it's all about, first of all, everybody is creative and everybody has imagination. It's just a question that many of us are disconnected from our healthy inner child who is filled with hope and optimism and the ability to envision the most amazing things, negating and denying the crippling situations we might find ourselves in. But ultimately, the philosophy behind this book is you identify and acknowledge the problem, the challenge, the trauma, and then you focus on the solution. And there are also a lot of great tips on how to stimulate, strengthen your creativity, your imagination. There's also a wonderful through line about life in Cirque du Soleil and their creative process. So not only will you be inspired and empowered through a series of actionable steps, you'll be entertained reading about life in Cirque du Soleil. Imagination will take you everywhere. Don't leave home without it. It is available on Amazon, or you can go to my personal website at vitalgermain.com, and the link will be somewhere in the thread, above, next to, below. Click on the link and go get your copy of Imagination Will Take You Everywhere.